Dar-e-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Dar-e-Arqam School, Hori Town campus. Hope you all students are doing good. Let's start the video with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. I welcome you all in the class 7th science. Today we'll start our new chapter number 2, that is transport of nutrients. As we know that food and oxygen are the basic needs of every cell in the human body, food and oxygen and other useful material must be delivered to each cell and other parts of the body to carry out their functions. For this purpose, Allah has developed transport system in both plants and animal. So we'll discuss how the transportation it occurs in human body as well as in plants. But before going into the detail of this chapter, I'm going to share some of the beautiful verses of Surah Al-Mulk. Allah says, "It is He who produced you and made for you hearing, vision and hearts. Little are you grateful." Let's move towards today's discussion. Human circulatory system. Human circulatory system is another organ system that we are going to discuss in this chapter. The transportation system in human is called circulatory system. Other names of it are cardiovascular or vascular system. The system it serves the following purposes: carry oxygen and nutrients to the cell. It removes carbon dioxide out of the body, takes away the waste products from the cell to the kidney for disposal, and it also transports hormones and other chemicals from cell to different parts of the body. The circulatory system, like other systems, also made up of different organs which perform specific functions. Now, components of circulatory system. The major components that make up the circulatory system in humans are the heart, blood, and blood vessels. Let's discuss the first component, that is heart. Heart is the major organ in the circulatory system whose job is to pump blood at regular interval, causing it to move throughout the body. The pumping of the heart produces the heartbeat. The heart of an adult person beats about 72 times in a minute. The heartbeat can be measured by placing finger at the wrist or neck. Now, the diagram it is shown. As you see, that heart is a cone-shaped, hollow, muscular organ about the size of the fist, which is made up of special muscles called cardiac muscles. It consists of 4 chambers, 2 on each side, left and right. The upper 2 chambers are called atria, left and right atrium. The lower 2 chambers are called ventricle, left and right ventricles. Now, the right side of the heart, it delivers the blood to the lungs, whereas the left side, it supplies the blood to the different parts of the body. Right-sided chambers are separated from left-side chambers through a thin valve called septum to prevent the mixing of blood. Valves connect the atria with the ventricles and prevent the backward flow of blood during pumping. The valve that is present between the right atrium and the right ventricle is called tricuspid valve. It is blue in color as shown in the diagram, while the valve that connects the left atrium and left ventricle is called bicuspid valve. Our heart produces a looped-up sound. The heart works in 2 ways. It collects blood from different parts of the body and pump it to lungs. It also collects blood from the lungs and pump it to all parts of the body. Now, dear students, let's move to the second component, that is blood. Blood is a component of the circulatory system that flows throughout the body. It circulates constantly, carrying nutrients, oxygen, and waste products. An adult body contains about 5 liters of blood. It is a living tissue that is composed of 3 different types of cell and plasma. Now, what's plasma? Plasma is a liquid part of the blood that is made up of water, salt, protein, glucose, and other nutrients. Red blood cells, erythrocytes. They contain a red pigment called hemoglobin, which carry oxygen to all parts of the body. Next type of blood cells are white blood cells, which are also known as leukocytes. They make up our immune system, which help us to fight against germs, diseases, or any foreign body that enters or attacks our body. Platelets, thrombocytes. They prevent the leaking or flow of blood out of any wound by clotting the blood. Now it's the time to discuss the third and the last component of circulatory system, blood vessels. The blood which is pumped and received by heart travels in a system of tubular structures called blood vessels. Their function is to transport the blood to all parts of the body. It is made up of 3 types. which are based on their functions. Arteries, as shown in the diagram, they are red color structures. These are the vessels that carry blood rich in oxygen and nutrients away from the heart to all other parts of the body. The oxygen-rich blood is called oxygenated blood. Next, veins. Veins are the type of the blood vessels that carry blood poor in oxygen and nutrients toward the heart after collecting it from different parts of the body. It is shown in the diagram and it is blue in color. Blood poor in oxygen is known as deoxygenated blood. The last types are capillaries. They are tiny, thin-walled vessels made up of only single layer of cells. They connect the arteries to veins. Thin wall of capillaries enable them to exchange gases, nutrients, and waste products between the blood and the cell. Capillaries transport both type of blood, oxygenated as well as deoxygenated. Now let's move toward the working of circulatory system. As discussed earlier, the circulatory system is responsible for circulation of blood throughout the body. For this purpose, blood needs to be pumped by the heart, which is carried by the veins from the different parts of the body and then transported through arteries to all body parts where the capillaries bring about an exchange of material. As we know that one pump or the left side of the heart sends oxygenated blood to all parts of the body, and the other half, that is the right side of the heart, sends deoxygenated blood to the lungs. For this purpose, human heart is also known as double circulatory system. This is how the circulation of the blood takes place in the human body. And so this is end of the circulatory system. Now I hope you all understand the concepts very clearly. Stay happy, stay blessed, take